Hi boys and girls, we are going to plan out a turtle color wheel today, and I wanted to start out by having you get a white sheet of paper, a pencil with an eraser, and a Sharpie. Also I want to talk to you quick about the paper. If you could pick up some 80-pound paper at the store, or maybe you have some around the house. This is a little bit heavier paper, and when we begin to use watercolor paint, and even when we use markers or Sharpies, it holds up and doesn't go through the paper for us. So just take a look at the store and see if you can find some paper that's marked 80 pound in its weight. All right, so to get started today, we're going to write our name and code at the bottom like we usually do, and our class code. First letter of or the number of our grade and first letter of our teacher's name. And then we're going to go ahead and turn our paper over. And hopefully I can get this straight here. Looks pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to get started on our drawing. Now I want you to practice a little bit in the air with your whole arm, making a round shape. Making a round shape. Loosen up your whole arm and make a round shape forward, make one at the ceiling, make one to the side, almost like you have a lasso and you're a cowboy or a cowgirl. And then I want you to practice on your paper making a big round shape, because we don't want a little tiny shell. All of our colors that we want to include won't fit on a little shell, so we're going to practice that big shell. All right, I think we're ready. Now I'm going to draw with my marker, but I want you to draw with your pencil so that you can erase if you need to. And I want you to remember the artist's tip, that if you draw light till you get it right, it'll be easier to erase. So now we're going to leave a little room for the head. We're going to start kind of in the middle of the page, and we're going to draw a nice big oval shape. A circle works fine as well. Okay? And then we're going to, at the top, we're going to draw a half circle, almost like you're making a slice of an orange at the top of his head, and two oval eyes to start. Then for the flippers, we're going to make another half circle all the way out to the edge. Don't make them teeny tiny, make them all the way out to the edge, and then straight back to the body, all the way out toward the edge, and then straight back to the body. And the same for the other side. We're going to try to line them up all the way out toward the edge, straight back to the body, all the way out to the edge, and straight back to the body. So yes, 4 flippers. And last but not least, he needs a tail. All right, our turtle's nice and big and fills the page, and that's what we want for this project. So the next step is we need to divide him up into 7 spaces so we have room for each color in the rainbow and on the color wheel. We're going to save a spot for red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And one good way that you can measure is take a couple fingers from the top and then draw a line under those fingers. Your fingers are smaller than mine, so this will work really nicely for you. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, now if yours are not exact, that's okay. But the finger spacing does kind of help space them out a little bit. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 spaces for our colors. Now that we have our turtle drawn out, we're going to go ahead and trace over your pencil lines with the Sharpie. So then it will end up looking just like this, where all the lines are black. It seems like, oh man, I just drew this. Why do I have to trace it with a Sharpie now? Well, the reason is because pencil lines are really hard to see when we color. There's a pencil line. When we color, pencil lines get covered up so easily. But if we trace our drawing with Sharpie, it stands out boldly and we were able to see our drawing better. So that's our goal. So the next step, go ahead and trace with your Sharpie next until all your pencil lines are traced. Take your time, don't get in a rush. And then you're going to take an eraser and just erase any pencil lines that you see. And stay tuned for when we add color in our next video.